Shiesty had a problem. If you don't know Pooh Shiesty, he's a rapper from Memphis, Tennessee. Now, Pooh Shiesty's problem is he was just arrested by the FBI for allegedly abducting and then robbing a rap legend named Gucci Mane. But here's the craziest part. Gucci Mane is not just a rap legend, he is a label owner. In fact, Pooh Shiesty is signed under Gucci Mane's label. Pooh Shiesty calls up Gucci Mane. He said, look, I don't want to be signed under you anymore. Gucci Mane said, so, yeah, the thing is, Pooh Shiesty makes a lot of money for the record label. He's a big rapper.
He is a big money maker, bro. That's one thing about Pooh Shiesty, dog. He gets to that bag, for real.
So Gucci Mane said, why am I going to let you out of the label when you make me a lot of money? Pooh Shiesty said, how about we have a meeting and talk about it face to face? Gucci Mane said, I don't see why not. Well, let me tell you why not. You see, Pooh Shiesty and his father are heavily associated with the streets in Memphis. Apparently, Pooh Shiesty don't be playing about what he raps about. And he raps about getting down and dirty. Remember the song Back in Blood by Pooh Shiesty and Lil Durk? Well, that song wasn't for you or me. It was allegedly directed to a person he actually robbed, and he was telling them, come get your jewelry back in blood. It just happened to turn into a hit song.
No
Gucci
way.
Mane said, yeah, that song did make me a lot of money. You think he upset about that? Let me just hire security. So Gucci hires security. He goes over to meet Pooh Shiesty. Now, here's where things start to get wicked, because let's just say there's a lot of evidence against Pooh Shiesty. So Pooh Shiesty, Gucci Mane entered the meeting. Now, Pooh Shiesty, something I forgot to tell you, he was arrested recently for a charge. He's on house arrest. He walk into the meeting, he get a phone call. Ring, ring, ring. Pooh Shiesty said, hello? The person on the phone said, yes, Mr. Shiesty, this is your probation officer. What are you doing in Dallas?
Bro, this man Pooh Shiesty was literally on a stream with Ben the Don off his probation, literally looking like a fool, bro. And you're literally on camera in real time on a live stream on verified proof. And your probation officer asks you this, and what do you say? I don't know. Matter of fact,
that Gucci made $24 million while he was in prison. Didn't give him one brown penny while he was in prison. When he came home, he didn't get nothing. So they called the business meeting for him to fly to Dallas. He came to Dallas with his white boy cameraman, his off-duty police officer, security guard, and Pooh Shiesty, his daddy, and about 7 other niggas kidnapped him, robbed him, kicked him in the ass.
But why they do that to Gucci? Why they do it?
Well, they were mad because they feel like he made all that money and didn't give him none. And he showed up and said he couldn't pay them because they were broke. So they forced him at gunpoint to sign to release him from a contract.
So how did this all come out? How did Pooh Shiesty? How they end up finding out?
Because the feds had him on a leg monitor, so they followed him and watched him do it, just like they watched the mob people commit crime.
Wait.
No.
I keep telling people, bro, they don't need, like, people don't really realize what I'm talking about with this stuff, bro. It's not that the feds don't know what's happening. They already know all this stuff down, but they have to legally prove it in ways that they cannot look like they're just watching y'all and been monitoring them the whole time. This has become the big issue right now, where it's not even about proof anymore. It's about doing it in a way where it can be legally used to actually put people in whatever they situation they is.
Pooh Shiesty said, no, I was approved for like recreation. I'm on vacation, all that. The probation officer said, no, you're not. Go back to your house. You are on house arrest. Pooh Shiesty said, Probation officer said, boy, when I hang up this phone and blink 3 times, I better see you in the crib, Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty wasn't at the crib. How did the probation officer know Pooh Shiesty was in Dallas? Well, because Pooh Shiesty got himself an ankle monitor. So Gucci Mane said, look, we can do this another time, Shiesty. Shiesty said, no, let's just do this right now. Come on. They go in the recording studio. Shiesty said, look, I'm going to keep it simple. You know, I want to be out of the label deal. Gucci Mane said, nah, we're just going to keep it like this. Pooh Shiesty said, no, you're not listening to me. The two start getting a little agitated. Things start getting a little heated. Shiesty looked at one of the people he came with. He said, go get me my black bag. Gucci Mane said, you better watch out. I got security outside. Pooh Shiesty said, I count about 2 security guards with you. I got some friends too. Another rapper named Big 30. Pooh Shiesty's
Bro, this big body Benz, big Buford face out boy, Big 30, bro. No way he moving like this. This is wild, y'all.
dad and about 6 other dudes rush in. They give Pooh Shiesty what he was looking for in that black bag, and it was he brings it out and says, Gucci, so let's have that discussion again. The rest of these folks are armed as well. They take over the studio, block the door. That's why that kidnapping charge is there. Simply put, if someone doesn't allow you to leave a location, that's basically kidnapping.
Yes,
Pooh
it
Shiesty's
is.
father brings out a contract saying Pooh Shiesty is let out of the label deal. They give it to Gucci Mane. They say, look, Gucci, we need you to sign this. But here's the thing. If you have on somebody, no matter what they do, no matter what they sign, that contract is not going to count. So Gucci Mane says, yeah, sure, I'll sign it. Signs it. They record Gucci Mane signing it. They say, okay, we got you signing it, Gucci. I mean, you did it. Gucci's like, yeah. Pooh Shiesty looks at his dad. He said, this is going to count, right? Pooh Shiesty's father looks at it. He said, oh, no, this is not going to count. Gucci Mane forgot to date it. Gucci Mane, put the date on. Gucci Mane said, oh yeah, here's the date right here. There you go. Then Pooh Shiesty and the rest of his folks rob Gucci Mane and his folks. Pooh Shiesty and them leave. They're caught on surveillance camera leaving. They get them outside in their cars. Pooh Shiesty's cars.
Idiots, bro. Like, oh my gosh. I don't understand this man, Pooh Shiesty, bro. You had everything going for you, bro. You literally had a huge song, huge motion, label potential. And I had a feeling things were going to go left when he first came out because it was taking so long to drop music. He wasn't using any of that push. He was very, very anticipated. I don't know what it is with these artists. Like, I ain't seen that much like hype since like Bobby Shmurda's situation when he was coming out. But we know how that ended up going. So it's like, bro, this man Pooh Shiesty just so fumbled. Like, I don't understand it, bro. It don't make sense to me. Like, I actually don't understand. Like, I truly don't understand how you can fumble this bad. And it clearly only gets worse from here.
It's registered there. Leaving. The police were called. Boy, I got a story to tell y'all. Now, side note, I saw a lot of people saying Gucci Mane, it must be a snitch since the police came in and did this whole thing against Pooh Shiesty. But what you got to understand is there were other people in the room along with Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane very well could have been the one that called the police, or it could have been the security again that Gucci Mane brought with him. Now, Gucci Mane calling the police, regardless, in my opinion, I'm saying this man is a label owner at this point. Like, you really think he's gonna let this one go? No, he's calling the police. And here's another thing you gotta understand. Even if Gucci Mane and the people around him did not call the police, the feds probably wanted Pooh Shiesty so bad that they couldn't contain themselves. They were probably gonna figure this out no matter what, either way. As soon as that man skipped out on his probation, I guarantee you the feds got a phone call. What you gotta understand is Pooh Shiesty allegedly was wilding out in Memphis and all that. So that's how they got him for that gun charge in the first place. So when you...
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Pooh Shiesty wasn't living low key once he came out. He was just right back in the streets. And that's so stupid, bro. You're not touring. You're not doing nothing. You just went back to the streets. It's corny, bro. And it's loser mentality. Like, you ain't even trying to give your people a chance to elevate. You could have started touring, getting your bag a little bit, and then saying, yo, Gucci, I'm touring, I'm doing this in the back end. I'm gonna throw an album out there. Can you just give me a little bit of a front? Throw me 2, throw me 3. Let me start building something. Let me show you I can get that back end. Like, I know you made that. Let me know if I can get this out in this time. We can renegotiate something. Like, I'm trying to put that work in, but I need a little dog. I need a little dog poop to get me going. Like, bro, these dudes aren't thinking, bro. And clearly, this is what happens when folks don't think. Cloudy World, man, let me know your thoughts in the conversation about this man Pooh Shiesty, bro. We breaking down these is like the second of like 5, 6 videos where we're gonna really go in depth and see what's going on and why Pooh Shiesty did what he did. Cloudy World, and we are gone.